episode 105. And welcome into the Benches Clear podcast, where we cover the best rivalry in all of sports. I'm Tyler Coe, representing the Los Angeles Dodgers, who won a pretty damn good 4-1 last week, but most importantly, they swept the Giants.
And I am Jesse Gutierrez, and I represent the side of the fourth place San Francisco Giants, who went a lot of losses and just one win, going 1-4.
They sure did. See what happens when you talk shit, dude. They're gonna beat the Dodgers. They're gonna sweep them.
Shit.
They're not gonna win. They're not gonna lose another game in the month of May, I think is what you said.
I was like, oh my gosh, I just can't imagine. They're beating everybody. It's crazy out here how they might even do 100 wins again this year with the Dodgers.
And then they lose 2 to the Nationals.
Yeah. I mean, since we're on it, let's just fucking go. Let's just step right into it. Step in the shit. Because you have to step in the shit before you clean it off and finish your hike of the season. That was a terrible analogy, but you get what I am saying.
They're gonna put that on a t-shirt one day. You said that so eloquently.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna first start by pouring a little 40 out for number 38. Tyler Beede was DFA'd. I feel like the writing was on the wall. It just wasn't happening. I was really had big hopes for him because this is the second year removed off Tommy John's, and this is the year that they kind of you really see how their elbow is working. And I don't know, man. He started off pretty solid. See, I know they were only giving him blowout games, but he was starting pretty promising and just didn't end up working out. So sucks to see Tyler Beede go, but it is what it is. Wasn't working out. It's been a long time, and it is what it is. But as we talk about this this week in Giants baseball, and that's exactly what it was. Just that, just grunting, sad, all around bad. They lose. They get the ass kicked by the Washington Nationals. And I think, when people talk about it, they talk about how bad, the injuries were to the lineup, but no one's talking about the fact that they scored runs. So, I mean, you can't even blame it on the injuries to the lineup because they scored 4 runs the first game, 9 games the second game, and 5 runs the third game. I said game for everything, but you get what I mean. 4, 9, 5 runs.
You're doing a really good job.
Thank you. I'm emulating what just happened. This is just the whole thing. They scored runs. Don't know what's going on with the pitching right now. Well, that's not completely true. I think it's all their good luck that was going their way. It's just bad luck shit. I mean, the Washington Nationals, first game, 22 hits, 5 were for extra bases. The third game, 12 hits, 1 for extra bases. And they end up scoring like 9. It's ridiculous. I think part of it was Alex Cobb being rusty and, getting into his head when Foster had the little bit of the hiccup there at third, but he's walking 7 guys. I mean, they walked 7 guys that game. You're just not going to win games that way. It's bad luck, walks. It is what it is. But offense was solid. So I was, had a great feeling going into this Dodger series. Great feeling, especially because the offense was rolling. And then Carlos Rodon's going. Alex Wood's going to have a bounce back start. Everything's going to be great. Carlos Rodon had a pretty solid start. Alex Wood, not that great, but the Dodgers are the Dodgers, so fuck it. But they don't score any run. They score 1 run each game. You can't beat the Dodgers scoring 1 run. It's ridiculous.
It is going to be hard to do that. You're not wrong. Yeah,
and a lot of guys did come back that series, and we can attribute that to maybe some rust. Listen, you're going to have bad weeks. It is what it is. It's May. They're only 2.5 games back. Probably 3 now because we're recording this during the Cardinals and Giants game, and the Giants are getting their ass kicked. And I get it. Everyone keeps talking about Darren Ruff, his exit velo, and yada yada. And I get it.
He also can't play left field.
He's a great left fielder. He's the best. He's actually the best left fielder in the world.
Oh yeah, that's why he ran into that wall tonight.
Yeah, that's called passing interference, Tyler. With that wall, I don't under. It came out of nowhere. These referees out here are insane. Not even calling it. But everyone keeps talking about the exit velo, and I get it, and I feel the same way. It should turn around, but it's not turning around, and it's frustrating that we have to hear about his exit velo every 2 minutes. I just don't even care anymore. Just let's not talk about it until it happens, and we're just missing the Giants' magic here. I think that is what's going on. There's no like finding holes. There's nothing. This dead ball is killing us. But in the same token, dead ball has been saving us too. So
the excuses, okay, all right.
That's what we do, baby. Excuses all day. That's what happened this week in Giants baseball. We will give out our studs and duds awards later because I need a break from just this assness going on right now.
You know, the Giants, I can already see they're gonna have a new slogan. When the cheating stops, the excuses start.
That's what I like to hear.
I love it. I can see it. It's already, that's going on a t-shirt. I'm just coming up with t-shirt ideas left and right. Dodgers did the exact opposite of the San Fran Giants. They went 4-1. They got the series win against the Tigers, who I want to point out, you said we're going to make a playoff run, and they are 8-16 right now. I think you said Eduardo Rodriguez was going to be great. He has like a 5.5 ERA.
Yeah.
So
right where they want him. That's exactly what they need to be put down a notch, and then they're just gonna
You made some real big brain predictions. Not looking so good so far. Clayton Kershaw becomes the Dodgers.
Funny how you're trying to talk shit about my brain when you.
I know, and I stuttered. Okay.
Okay.
You know why? It's because I don't have my glasses, and I know I'm not reading anything, but I don't have my glasses on. Okay, fuck you.
The teleprompter, right.
That's right. Dodgers, they do what they're supposed to do. They win the series against Detroit. Clayton Kershaw passes Don Sutton. He's the Dodgers' all-time strikeout leader. Cool moment. Lost the game.
More excited, huh?
Lost the game, so not too happy about that. But they beat up on him, and then we got to the Giants series. What we were, you and I were both waiting for, and what I think both fan bases were waiting for. It couldn't have gone any better. Dodgers hold them to 2 runs over 2 games. Julio goes 5 or 6, doesn't give up any. Brewstar gives up that home run. Whatever. Big shout out to Carlos Rodon. His arm's falling off, as you could tell. I mean, hey, if he wouldn't have thrown that wild pitch, could have been a different game. But his arm was getting all goofy on him. So. And then yesterday, Dodgers break it wide open. That's what we want to see. Oh, I will say things did get a little bit hairy in the first game with Craig Kimbrell throwing like 90 pitches or whatever he threw.
Right.
But what did I say?
When Urias came
my boy,
and
he's an eighth of the way there to those 40 saves. Okay, 5 saves on the year, 5 for 5. My dog, Craig Kimbrell.
Yeah, when Dave Roberts pulled out Urias and they started a little bit of a rally, I was like, this is it. This is going to be the story of the game.
This is how it happened.
Yeah, Dave Roberts is going to be run through the shit again, and it's going to be great, and it's going to bleed through the next game, and we're going to sweep. Just so many elaborate things going on, and then it just didn't happen.
You made up so many little fairy tales in your head for things that hadn't happened yet. That's really cute.
And then they were going to be like, Jesse, we need you to play an inning at third base. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then I came down and I hit like a home run. It was great.
Right, because your starting third baseman right now is a literal nobody who you don't even know his name.
Oh, we'll talk. Oh.
So anywho, anywho, game 2, as you all saw, we were at the game. I'm just going to, I was a man of my word. I wore that Giants hat.
I thought it was going to be a great day.
And it really wasn't. And I had a great time wearing the Giants hat. No one really questioned why I was cheering for the Dodgers wearing a Mookie Betts shirt with a Giants hat. I don't know what because if I saw that, I'd be calling that out all day. And I mean,
Right. Not
no
till
one
later
really
in the game
did.
do you get called out.
Yeah.
One
But
guy asked, and then I think it was also attributed because I'm a nice guy, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna make you wear an orange on orange. You know, I'm gonna go something a little more
Right.
neutral.
But then we switched it up.
soften the blow.
I wanted the real experience, so we softened
Right.
or we switched it out, and it was what it was. But the big story, the Dodgers
The big one.
bats, they woke up again, and boy was it nice. Because you could just see the hope fade from your eyes, which is really just what I love seeing. And it just made the night perfect.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Max Muncy hit a home run yesterday, which was huge. I mean, the Dodgers were already in, full control of that game, and that ball barely cleared the wall. Same with Mookie's home run. But those guys needed it. And Max Muncy especially. He has not been hitting the ball. Cody has a double, scores a few runs. Freddie Freeman hits a triple. It was great. Everyone was hitting.
You go through everyone's list about every hit they had. Jeez, oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, there were so many. I could do the Giants. Brandon Crawford hit a home run to start the game, and that was it.
All right.
And boy, were you excited when that happened.
Oh,
and then it just dwindled and dwindled.
Especially
and dwindled
because
and dwindled.
I was like, oh, and then you were quoted as saying, not even close. And then it was a home run. So then I was like,
I'm not used to sitting in those seats, and those angles really fucked me up.
Right.
I want to give a big shout out to my guy. He's my guy now. Doing everything for kids everywhere. My boy Reyes Morantes. Making all the chubby young boys believe that they can make the major leagues. Where were you when I was 12 years old? Okay, I would have been someone to look up to. He closes out the game. He slaps the Giants in the face. Phil Bickford pitches against the Giants too, just to give him a little taste of what they could have had. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't think that was on purpose? My boy Philly B going out there?
Philly B and Reyes Maranta just, oh gosh.
And here's the thing. Dude, the Dodgers bullpen has been spectacular this season. And Blake Trinan hasn't pitched in like 2 weeks because he's hurt. And then we get Blake Trinan back. It's over. It's over for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Sorry.
the same thing. We were scored the most runs and had the lowest starter ERA, lowest bullpen ERA, and that went to shit so quick. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
Your bullpen doesn't even know how to cover first. How many PFPs do you have to do before you realize, like, oh, ground ball, right side, I should probably cover first?
It's because of the runner, and yeah, it was still a bad play. I don't know. Wasn't fun. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I know we're going. I mean, pretty much this might be the new order because we keep doing this, but I think before we move on, right? I think maybe I'm just trying to steal some of your juice right now because you came on here yesterday, bitching and moaning, crying, and I was like, ha ha, and then we just opposite weeks. So I am just doing the bitching and moaning, little crybaby sad boy.
It's really nice.
The Giants wake the fuck up. I mean, it's still early. The record is still great. Like I said, probably going to be 3 games back. It's May. Who the fuck cares? But really shitty week. So what can you do? But such a shitty week that the Padres and the Rockies are above the Giants right now. I know the Rockies have had kind of like a pretty easy schedule, and I feel like they always start off pretty hot. I mean, obviously the Padres are probably a lot more real than the Rockies, obviously. But do you see the Rockies possibly getting to 500 this year?
No. No, they're gonna fall off. I mean, I think it's inevitable, but they're gonna cause a stir in the division. That's for sure. If they play close to 500 baseball, I mean, that's definitely going to affect the Giants and the Dodgers. So it's not good, but it's just like you said, the Padres, they're the real threat. I think the Rockies are going to present a problem because they play the Dodgers tough, and I'm sure they'll play the Giants tough a little bit, but the bigger
Right.
team to worry about in the grand scheme of things is the Padres. Fernando Tatis hasn't even played yet, and they're like a half game back of the Dodgers, and they're playing great baseball. And Eric Hosmer is doing well, which I never thought would happen ever again, and I'm really bummed that's happening.
Yeah, I guess you just gotta make a bunch of rumors about a guy leaving, and then all of a sudden lights a fire in his ass. I don't know.
Blake Snell's not back, and I'm sure they're gonna ruin their farm system even more at the deadline to try to get someone. So
right,
we'll see what happens there. But pretty surprised they might be for real. But again, we're only a month in.
It's not that surprising. I mean, yeah, we're only a month in, and they were up. I mean, I think when Giants took over first in May last year, it was from the Padres. So they start really well. Well, I mean, obviously they're going to be. It's hard to imagine both those teams are going to be as bad as they were last year. So I'm with you. I think the Padres are going to be better, and I believe the Rockies are going to be better. But the Padres are the actual threat. Where they have the juice to win the division. Don't think it's going to happen, but But
I think the biggest surprise is, let's be honest, when we did season predictions, once I found out Jacob deGrom was going to be gone for a couple of months, I was like, okay, I don't know about the Mets. But the Mets are hot. They're white hot. And then they cap off tonight's game by coming back 7 runs in the 9th inning and beating the Phillies. So it's bullshit because they're going to get the best pitcher in baseball back in a month or however long. It sucks.
It's almost like maybe the Phillies should have, bunted or stole a base or two in the 8th inning of that game. So I don't know. Maybe listen to your old Skip. Gabe Kapler is laughing he doesn't because he's like a gentlemanly, just super hot dude. That's just
words are hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, words hard. That should be on a t-shirt. Words are hard. But in some way, he's got to be laughing his ass off at him, just because of the whole thing last year. But now his new philosophy would have saved them from another loss. So I don't know, man. What? It's just
but that would have really hurt the Mets' feelings.
It would have hurt their feelings because then they wouldn't have been able to win. So you got to give them a chance to win.
Good on Joe Girardi to not do that because Max Scherzer would have been really upset, especially after he got tossed last night. Right. It would have really hurt his feelings. So
I can only imagine.
Speaking of getting tossed, bro, your guy. What happened to your guy yesterday? He got his feelings hurt. Talk about getting tossed and getting your feelings hurt. Your boy,
my
dude.
guy was getting felt up. Some people have feet fetish. Apparently, this umpire has a hand fetish, and he's just like rubbing his hand. He's like, "Look at me in the eyes, though. Look at me in the eyes, real quick. I need to. I
can't finish until you look me in the eyes."
Here's the thing: you can't yell the F word at a umpire without expecting to get ejected. I get that, but this guy was just looking for a reason to throw him out. I don't know what was said to the home plate umpire when he was. Madbum always goes to the home plate umpire and says something to him like, "Hey, was that like talking about strike zone stuff?" And that's just his MO, right? Maybe he went a little off the board because he was upset about some, called strikes or whatever. But whatever. And then the guy's just like, give me a reason. Give me I don't know if he just got rejected on Tinder a couple times that day, so he's just looking to just get back at somebody. I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of irresponsible to look for a reason to throw out a starting pitcher in the first inning, especially when we had short spring trainings. Like that's an injury issue waiting to happen. Putting that on a bullpen. So I don't think that the umpires should be fined or maybe not even suspended, but I feel like, I don't know, the umpire, they just had his back, he did nothing wrong. I think they need to come out and say what he did was wrong, and fucking just move on from the situation. If someone just owned up and is like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That was unprofessional. Call it a day. We're good.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
and if you're gonna stick up for your guy, if you're gonna stick up for the home plate umpire, just go up to Madbum and say something directly. Don't
Right.
sit there creeping out on him and just like look at him and just wait for him to say something. But I was waiting for. Have you seen the John Boy video? That's what I was
have
waiting
not
for.
yet. No, that's I was waiting
So,
for that too. Right.
I think he says something along the lines when Madbum's walking off. Madbum's like, "You got something to say?" And then he's just like, "Fuck you," and then he tosses him. And then he's just saying like, "I'll fuck you up."
Yeah, I saw that. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, and
The
I mean,
umpire's
he
like,
would.
really? Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
he
course you
would.
fuck up the umpire. Right.
Yeah. Madison Bumgarner seems crazy, so he has that going for him too. But dude, it's just weird. Like, what a power trip to just to like know that you can drastically affect the game so much and just be like, you know what, starting pitcher out first inning because
How do I make this about me? Type shit.
If you're gonna stick up for your guy, do something proactive. Don't be reactive and just like wait for Bumgarner to give you a reason. That's bullshit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the looking for a reason to throw somebody. Like you shouldn't look for a reason. It's if someone crosses the line, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta throw them. Just like that thing with Joey Votto, was it last year, maybe the year before? He was like, "Yeah, I deserve to get thrown out. I went out of, I got out of hand. I deserve to get thrown out." You know, strike zone was shit. I forgot what the reason was, but strike zone was shit. So but I crossed the line. And when you cross the line, you get thrown out. But if an umpire is trying to wield his power just to be a dick, I don't know. I don't think anyone can really get behind that.
Yeah. And let the home plate umpire throw him out. If that's the guy Madbum's talking shit about originally, because they said Blandino said something about like some things were said. I'm not going to say it. So we don't know what was said to the home plate umpire. But I can't imagine it was like, I'm going to go fuck your wife or like fuck your family. Like it was probably just, questions about the call.
I'll murder your family.
Yeah. Like it just soft, too soft.
Right.
And you get paid good money to be an umpire, relatively speaking. So whatever. I don't care. I hate Madison Bumgarner, so it really doesn't affect me either way.
It's
but
like, so yeah, you're not gonna shed a tear for the guy, and at the same time, it's like he's had those confrontations with umpires, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say expected, but it's not shocking. So when I saw the headline at first, oh, he gets thrown out, and it's like, oh, okay, it's probably bitching about someone flipping a bat or bitching about the strike zone, and but I felt like there is Madbum. It was 100% in the right here. Like I felt like there's no way you can see it the other way, But
yeah, well, yeah, poor baby Madbums. It is what it is. But let's talk about something good, something great. In fact,
I like talking about good things.
I'm gonna get into my stud and dud of the week, and making his first appearance on the stud list, my man Mookie Betts. He's hitting over, I think, 330 the last 7 games. He hit a dong last night. He's looking good. He's back. Gavin Lux also playing really well. Just have to shout him out because he's on the dud list every other week. So I got to shout him out there. A man who I don't enjoy putting on the dud list. I get no enjoyment out of this whatsoever. Justin Turner. He's not quite there right now. There was a stat before the game yesterday that Justin Turner and Max Muncy were combined 0 for their last 30. Right. And we've been, Max Muncy's struggles are well noted, so I don't want to keep piling on the guy. Right. But Justin Turner, he's hitting below 200, if I'm not mistaken. He hit like 100 the last 7 games, so just needs to pick it up a little bit. But, the Dodgers lineup is so stacked. You got people that'll pick him up. It'll be okay.
Well, I know this isn't part of this week, but the Giants just lost 7-1, and that fucking sucks. You score 1 run off of 10 hits. So we're just gonna go back to Depressed Town. And here's the thing. For my stud and dud of the week, I'm just gonna have to give the dud to the whole pitching staff right now. Except for one guy who's actually part of my stud list, but everybody else, everybody's fucking up. Everyone's shot. I mean, Rodon, he's looking good, except for maybe, we mentioned that wild pitch, but fuck, dude. I mean, to go from top tier, number one, and it's not like you were facing shitty teams. You were facing really good teams, but to lose it to the Nationals, and, like I said, a lot of it was bad luck, but I'm giving them the dud. They're going to turn around. They're going to be back to the shit, and we're going to end on top. But you know what? I'm upset right now, and that's where we're going. But I need to give some co-duds. Some co-studs.
Oh, I was like, even more duds? All right, pitching staff, and then 2 more guys. Let's fucking go.
And I do, because here's the thing. Camilo Duvall has gotten his first 2 or 3 saves. It was extremely stressful, walking guys, not locating his slider, not exactly hitting close to 100. Like, he was like kind of mid 90s, and it was kind of worrying me a little bit. Like, oh shit, was it kind of like a fluke? What's going on with him? But it turns out he just needed a regular spring training, because this last 2 weeks he's been fucking on fire. Okay. So over the past 2 weeks, because I feel like he hasn't pitched a lot this last week, but I want to really give him his love, because the last 2 weeks he's looked incredible. Dude's pitched in 4 innings with 7 strikeouts and just the 1 walk. So I don't know. This guy is looking like a legit ace closer type deal. And then I also got to give it up to my man Jason Vosler, dude. 2 bombs last week, hitting 400 with a 1.3 OPS, and I love me some Wilmer Flores, and he's doing he's doing his part with the bat, but you give up something with his defense. To go from Wilmer Flores to Jason Vosler and the way he's been picking there at third is a huge fucking difference. Had a really good play today, even though the Giants lost, but really good scoop to a really big double play. I'm gonna give it to Jason Vosler, because I'm hoping the dude stays up, because the bats are looking good. Loving the dude. Jason Vosler, you're the fucking man. Come on the podcast, man. I know you're listening.
Cool. Dude, Camilo Duvall's numbers are just as good as the Dodgers' entire bullpen. Bro, we got a whole stable of Camilo Duvall's, okay?
A stable of Camilo Duvall's.
A stable poppy.
If you're including Reyes Maranta,
stable poppy.
Multiple people, I understand that, but
fuck you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen here, Tubby.
I'm so bummed he's not around. I love Reyes Maranta. I'm sorry I gave him that hit, but you know what? Whatever. He's a Dodger now.
You're upset. You say things you don't mean when you're upset.
Daddy was just upset right now.
Yeah. Dodgers start a 3-game series with the Cubs today, because you're probably listening to this on Friday. I just want to go ahead, and before I give any prediction, I hate playing the Cubs in Wrigley. I'm off on Fridays. I don't want to wake up at 11 a.m. And I don't want to watch baseball at 11 a.m.
You sleep past 11 a.m. on your days off?
Maybe. I haven't recently, but I like the option. And also, then it feels weird when you don't have anything to look forward to the rest of the day. Day baseball sucks. And then I got to wake up at 10 on Mother's Day? Come on. I'm going to be doing brunch.
You're like
on Mother's Day.
Step Brothers right now. Like, I had to wake up at 10 this morning. Like,
exactly.
Are you serious right now?
Exactly. See, you get it. You're with me 100% of the way.
Right.
You understand.
I have to walk my dog before work, so I wake up at 7. All right. I win waking up early part. So
I wake up early too when I work. Okay, but it's not tax season right now. I'm not working Fridays. Okay, that's one of the sweet parts of my job here, guy.
Oh gosh.
Anywho, Dodgers are going to be in Chicago. Chicago's not very good. We're going to see Marcus Stroman, who's not doing very good, who I think you said was going to be like Cy Young this year or some shit.
He is Cy Young.
Oh yes, he's the
I'm inside
Cy
your
Young
face.
reincarnate. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just gonna stick with my usual. Dodgers win the series in Chicago, and then the Dodgers are off to Pittsburgh. Where Wednesday, the Dodgers are playing at 9:30 in the morning, which is awesome because I'll be at work. So see, you got to flip it when I'm at work. I love it. 9:30 baseball, like, fuck me up, dude. I love it. Give me some coffee at my desk. I'm ready to go, baby. Pirates also not good. In a perfect world, the Dodgers should be 6-0 after this road trip. Okay. But we know, some things happen. God likes to get a little silly sometimes. So I'm going to say the Dodgers go 4-2, come back home for the homestand next week and just beat up on the Phillies and the Diamondbacks and just keep, building that cushion in first place. Like I said, enjoy it, because come this week, and it happened, Giants aren't going to be in first place, and they'll never see it ever again.
They'll definitely be in first place
for the next 3 years, is what I said.
Gosh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this next coming up week, I'm trying to play the same guy, sad, we're going to lose every game, so then they just turn around. But I'm not going to do that, because I'm going to be level-headed, because at the end of the day, right, if they go 2-2 on this Cardinals series, we were talking about how 8-5 is a good record to start the year. If they go 2-2, they'll be 16-10. So it'd be the exact same thing as starting 8-5. Continued on. So, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say this. They obviously lost the first game in St. Louis. Spoiler alert. So I'm going to say they split in St. Louis. They got a 4-game series, and then the Colorado series. It's at home. They got to win the series right now. There's no way around it. So I'm predicting a 4-3 week for the Giants. Let's go.
I doubt it. They're going to lose every game to the Cardinals. Also, a little correction there. Apparently, the Dodgers are playing at 4 p.m. on Mother's Day. So I don't know where I came up with like 9 a.m.,
Because you suck.
It's a little late right now. I'm all goofed. I just took a nap not too long ago because my life's awesome. Goofing? Yeah, because my life's dope and I do dope shit. Yeah, Dodgers just looking to pad that first place. The Dodgers won. They swept the series against the Giants. You looked awful yesterday. Yes. You were crying. It was not a French fried when you should have pizza. You had a bad time. And
if I were to dedicate a song to last week, it would probably be just the most emo song in the world. I think the national emo song of the world of the U.S. is probably that Blink-182 song. The "Where Are You?" That's to the offense. Where the fuck are you?
Yeah, last week I said if I had to choose a song, it would be the song that referenced suicide the most. I'm going to flip the Scrizzy on you this week. Now I'm going to flip the Scrizzy on you. I'm going to choose the song that would talk about living the most and being happy, because that's what I am. I'm happy.
So you're living on a prayer.
Oh yeah, I'm walking on sunshine right now, baby, and it couldn't be better.
Oh, whoa. Yes, that's why I like you happy. Actually, not really. I like it when you're sad more, because that means the Dodgers lost. So here's to you just being sad next week.
I sincerely doubt it. Yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up. You look like shit. You look sad, and I love it. Oh, it's just a perfect picture. This episode is brought to you by Renovation Candle Company, where if you mention Jesse being a little pussy boy, I might give you a free candle. I might not, but I might. So, Renovation Candle, Jesse's a bitch. That's the new jingle.
That's a coupon code. Jesse's a pussy bitch. If you can't fit it in, you're not getting a free candle. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and showing up for my nightmare. But we would appreciate it if you subscribed to us on YouTube and your favorite podcasting platform, whatever podcast platform you're listening to, or if you're on YouTube, subscribe on a different one. Why? Just to help us out. It'd be great. We would love it, and we'd love you for it. Also, follow us on your socials. Instagram, Benches Clear Podcast. Twitter, Benches Cleared P. And TikTok, Benches Clear. We're doing a bunch of different stuff. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week.
When the Dodgers go undefeated, number one, always on top.